Now see the next. So see the next transactions. Next question. Past journal entries for the following transactions: purchased machinery for rupees 20,000 and paid rupees 200 on its carriage. This type of question we have solved in the previous. Purchased machinery for rupees 20,000 and paid carriage on it, so that carriage will be added to machinery account, and we have paid the amount in cash, so cash account will be open. So cash comes under real account and cash goes out from the business. When we purchase machinery, cash goes out from the business. Machinery comes under real account. What comes in? Machinery comes in the business, comes in. So machinery will be debited. So the entry will be, this is the first entry, transaction number 1, machinery account debit, machinery account debit to cash is on credit, so to cash account. We'll write the narration over here. We'll start with the being machinery purchased for rupees 20,000 and repairs of rupees 200 paid on it. Okay, so total machinery will be 20,200 including repairs. Why we have included repairs on this machinery? Sorry, not it's a repair. Why we have included the carriage to this machinery? Because carriage, if the goods will be if you will carry the goods, then carriage inward account will be opened. But when we purchase the machinery, a machine will carry, then that carriage will be added to machinery, because that carriage becomes the capital expenditure. Because this machinery is not for sale. This machinery we are going to use in business, so it's a capital expenditure. So related to this capital expenditure, if you done any carriage, then that carriage inward will be added to machinery account. That's why machinery is debited with this amount and cash will credited with 20,200. You block this area. Is it clear? Why we have added carriage? Is it clear on machinery? Because machinery is capital expenditure and carriage becomes the capital expenditure when it is done on capital expenditure machinery. But if this carriage is paid for goods, then we will open the carriage inward account. Then we will open which account? Carriage inward account separately. Purchase account debit, carriage inward account debit to cash account when we purchase the goods. Next is received check of rupees 4,850. Received check of rupees 4,850 from X in full settlement of his account 5,000, and check was immediately deposited into bank. When the check is immediately deposited, then bank account, and we have full settlement means we have given the discount to them, so it is discount allowed account will be opened by us, and we have received the amount from whom? X. So bank comes under personal, discount allowed comes under nominal, X comes under personal. So here when we have received the amount, so bank is the receiver of that amount, and we have deposited that amount into the bank on the same day, so debit the receiver. Discount allowed is an expense, and you know the rules of expense, all expenses and losses are debited. Personal account, he is the giver of that amount, so his account will be credited. So the entry will be, second entry will be bank account debit We have received check and that check is immediately deposited into bank on the same day. So bank account debit, discount allowed account debit. Two accounts are debit over here. Bank and discount. Discount allowed. Okay, discount allowed account. And we are crediting X account being, or you can only write X being, you write the narration over here, which is very simple. So how much amount we have received by check? We have received by check 4,850. How much the X has to pay? 5,000, but he has paid this much amount. It means 150 is the discount amount. Difference amount 5,000 minus 4,850. It means 150 indicate the discount. This is the difference amount. 5,000 minus this amount. We have allowed the discount up to this because we have accepted that for full settlement. Check received from X in full settlement. Full settlement means thereafter no need to pay. Okay, your account is finally settled. Now next is what we'll write in narration, being check received of rupees 4,850 in full settlement of his account. Being check received in full settlement of his account. That will be the narration. Okay, narration is very simple. Only thing is that what you will write over here, that clarify why this account is debited and why this account is credited. Only the purpose of narration is this. Transaction number 3 is check received by check a first and final payment of 60 paise in rupees from Y who owed us rupees 10,000. So received a check a first and final payment of 60 paise in a rupee. Okay, so 60 paise in a rupee, received a check. So bank account debit, assuming in that check is deposited into bank. So received a check, received by check a first and final payment of 60 paise in a rupee. The amount is 10,000, so 60 paise in rupees means 60%. 60 paise in rupees means 60%. It is 6,000. So this will be 6,000. An amount which is not paid by them will be treated as bad debts. I am treating over here or considering over here that the person is declared insolvent because the word has used first and final payment 60 paise in a rupee from Y who owed us rupees 10,000. So and Y account will be credited with 10,000. So this much amount the Y has to pay and he has paid only 60 paise in a rupee means 60%, and rest amount he has not paid. So I am considering here that the Y is declared insolvent. So bank account comes under personal account, receiver of that amount, so his account will be debited. Bad debts comes under nominal, all losses, bad debts is loss, so debit, all losses debit. It comes under personal, he is the giver. So bank account will be debited, bank account will debit the bank account. Bad debts account will be debited, considering it over here that the person is declared insolvent or bankrupt, and Y's account will be credited. We only write Y being. So bank account will be debited by 6,000, bad debts is 4,000, and it is in Y's ledger, it is in Y's ledger, Y's account 10,000 total. So received check a first and final dividend, thereafter he will not pay 60 paise in a rupee, means in 1 rupee there is 100 paise. So in 100 paise they have paid 60 paise, it means 60%. So 60% of 10,000 is 6,000. So in the bank the 6,000 will come. As I am considering that the Y maybe become insolvent or bankrupt, That's why he will not pay rest amount, will be treated as bad debts. It's a loss, all losses debit, and Y is the giver of that amount. Okay, now we'll see the next entry. We'll see the next. The next entry is sold goods to Z for rupees 10,000. List price of that goods is 10,000. List price is 10,000. List price is 10,000. Okay, list price is 10,000. Sold goods to Z, list price this much, less trade discount is 20% trade discount. So 20% means 2,000. 20% of 10,000, it is 2,000. So 8,000. So 8,000 will be considered as sales. This will be considered as sales. 8,000 after deducting trade discount. Next is, so sold goods to Z for rupees 10,000 at trade discount of 20%. Next day check was received from him after deducting 5% cash discount. Check was immediately deposited into bank. So in this transaction number 4, we will do the 2 entry. First off is the sales. Will be considered as credit sales because amount is not yet received. Amount is received on the next day. So first entry, what will pass, that considering that it's a credit sales. It's a credit sales because amount is not received. Amount is not received. So Z account and sales account. Amount 8,000. Z is the coming under personal, he is the receiver. His account will be debited. Sales comes under nominal, all incomes and gains, credit. Okay, so sales Z account will be debit, Z account debit to sales account. Sales will be credited and Z will be debit. Point number 4. This will be 4A. Being, what will write? Being goods sold at 20% trade discount. That's it. The amount is 8,000 debit in the Z column and 8,000 credit in the sales column. Okay, sales 8,000 and Z 8,000 debit. On the next day in the same line, next day check was received. Next day I will considering 4B. Next day the check received, you have received the check and after deducting 5% cash discount. So 5% is the cash discount. So deduct the 5%, 8,000 into 5 upon 100. 400. So this will be deducted 7,600. So bank account, you have received the check 7,600. This much check you have received it. Discount allowed account because you are allowing the discount 400. And who is the giver of that amount? Z 8,000. Z has to pay this much amount. However, he has paid this amount and we have allowed him discount 5%. So bank is the receiver, comes under personal account, receiver, debit, discount allowed, nominal expenses debit, Z personal is the giver, credit. So bank account will be debited, bank account will debit the bank account because money comes in the bank. Bank is the receiver of that amount 7,600. Discount allowed is the expense and all expenses and losses are debited. We debit all expenses and losses, that is 400, and Z account will be credited with 8000 because Z account will be settled with this amount. What we will write in narration? Being check received and deposited on the same day from Z after deducting or after deduction of 5% cash discount. This will be the narration after deduction of 5% cash discount. Is it clear? Now we'll see the next transaction. Goods costing rupees 20,000 sold to Manoj at a profit of 20%. Goods costing rupees, cost of the goods is 20,000, sold at a profit of, you add the profit on this, profit of how much percentage? 20% on cost. So 20% on cost means 20,000 into 20 upon 100. So it is 4,000. It means it is 24. Okay. So this is what? This is called list price less 10% trade discount. 10% trade discount, and you know that trade discount is directly deducted from invoice. So 10% of 24. So it is 21,600. Okay. So this is the sales amount. This is the sales amount. This is the sales amount, final sales amount. So sales 21,600 and Manoj, because it's a credit sales, 21,600. Sales is the income, comes under nominal account, credit. Manoj comes under personal, he is the giver. Manoj is the giver or receiver. Manoj is the, when we sold goods to Manoj, Manoj is the receiver. So his account will be debited. So Manoj's account will debit. Fifth one, Manoj account will debit the Manoj account and credit the sales account. Sales account will be credited, being goods sold on credit at 10% trade discount. That will be the narrations. Amount will take 21,600 after deduction of trade discount. 21,600 will take the amount 21,600. This will be in front of Manoj and this will be in front of sales. Okay. Now you see the next question. Now you see the next question. Okay. Now you see the next question. The next question is, goods of for rupees 50,000 was destroyed by fire. Goods costing rupees 50,000 destroyed by fire. So loss by fire account, we will open the loss by fire account, and when it is goods lost by fire, so in place of goods we will open the purchase account, because when we purchase the goods we open the purchase account, and when the goods is lost by fire then we will Also open the purchase account because the amount will reduce from purchase. When we purchase the goods, we open purchase account, and when that goods is lost by fire or lost by accident or lost by thefts, it means our purchase will be affected. Purchase will decrease. So goods lost by fire comes under nominal account. It's a loss. All losses debit. It comes under real account. Goods over here, goods lost by fire, goods, it goes out from the business, goes out, or we have lost it, we have credited this account, credit. So loss by fire will be debit, loss by fire, it's a loss, all loss is debit. Purchase is credited because goods which was in go down, that goods will, the quantity of that goods will decrease. So it goes out, you considered as a goes out because it lost by fire. So to purchase account, amount is 50,000 in debit and 50,000 in credit. And write in narrations, very simple, being goods lost by fire. That's you write in narration, that you write in narrations. Next is goods worth rupees 18,000. Goods worth rupees 18,000 were distributed as free sample and 20,000 were given away as charity. So two account will be open. You may open the free sample or you may open the advertisement account. Advertisement account. Or you may open the free sample. Free sample is given to advertise. Okay? Medical representative give the medicine to the doctor as free sample, that is for advertisement. So you may open the account of free sample or you may open the account of advertisement. So advertisement account will be open, and you have given the goods in charity, so charity account. Charity is the expense. So you have given the goods, so when you have given the goods, so purchase will goes out, your purchase amount will decrease, and this one you have given in cash, so cash will be over here. Advertisement you have given goods, so purchase. In charity you have given cash. So nominal account, it comes under nominal account, all expenses debit. Charity is also nominal account, all expenses debit. Purchase, real account goes out, credit here, goes out credit, and cash goes out, real account goes out credit. So two will be debited and two will be credited. So here what we do, advertisement account debit, advertisement account debit, charity account debit, purchase account credit because goods goes out from the business, and to cash account credit because cash goes out from the business because we have given cash for charity. We have given away cash for charity. Narration will be very simple, being goods given for as a free sample and amount is spent for charity, and is amount is spent for charity. So goods, how much goods you have given? 25,000 goods and 40,000, sorry, you have given 18,000 goods as a free sample and 20,000 as charity. So 18,000 will be in the purchase and 20,000 will be in the cash. Charity to cash and advertisement to purchase. So we have done the compound entry over here, mixing both the entry at one place. So this is the second number. Is it clear? Being amount paid for at being amount being goods given as free sample and being amount paid for charity. This will be the narrations. Now see the third transactions. See the third transactions. Third transaction is goods worth rupees 25,000 and cash rupees 40,000 were taken away by the proprietor for his personal use. When these are taken by the proprietor for personal use, so drawings account including both 25,000 plus 40,000. It means drawings is 65,000. He has taken goods, so when he has taken goods for personal use, then we will open purchase, and for cash, he has also taken cash. Taken away cash rupees 40,000 were taken away, so cash account. So drawings comes under personal account. He is the receiver of both the amount, so it is debited. Purchase goods goes out from the business, so credit. Cash goes out from the business, comes under real account, so credit. So drawing will be debited. Drawing account will debit the drawings account, credit the purchase account, and credit the cash account. Drawing is the sum of the both goods which was withdrawn for personal use 25 and cash which was withdrawn for personal use 40, so total is 65. So 65 is the total drawings, 25,000 for goods and 40,000 for cash. So being cash and goods withdrawn for personal use. You write in the narration being cash and goods withdrawn for personal use. This sentence you write it over here, being goods and cash withdrawn for personal use by the proprietor. Next is fourth number. See the fourth number. Third is completed. Now see the fourth transaction. See the fourth transactions. See the fourth transaction. Okay. See the fourth one. Fourth one is goods worth rupees 20,000 and cash rupees 5,000 given as charity. So goods, one is charity account. For goods we have opened purchase, and for cash we will open the cash account. So in charity 20,000 goods, 5,000 cash, so charity is 25,000 cash and goods. For goods 20,000 we will write, and for cash 5,000 we will write. Charity comes under nominal account. It comes under nominal account and it's an expense, and all expenses debit. Purchase comes under real account. What goes out is credit. Goes out is credit. Cash comes under real account. What goes out is credit. So charity will be debited, purchase will be credited, and cash will be credited. So entry will be point number 4. Charity as an expense. Charity, all expenses and losses debit for 25,000. To purchase, when the goods is taken by for charity, goods is used for charity, so 20,000. And when the cash is used for charity, so cash account 5,000. Narration will be very simple, being goods and cash given away as charity. Being goods and cash given away as charity. Next is cash rupees 1 lakh were stolen from the iron safe of the traders. Cash is stolen, so lost by theft, or cash is stolen, so cash account. Okay, so loss by theft comes under nominal. It's a loss. All losses debit. Cash real account. What goes out is credit. So loss by theft will be debited by us. The point number, transaction number 5, loss by theft account debit. To cash account, cash goes out from the business. Being what will write in narration, being cash stolen. Being cash stolen. Okay, you'll write in the narration. Amount is how much? Amount is 1 lakh. 1 lakh. It's a point number 5. Point number 5. So in this question we have discussed goods destroyed by fire, goods given as a free sample, goods withdrawn by the proprietor for personal use, goods given as a charity. So when the goods is given as a charity or goods withdrawn for personal use or goods lost by fire, we will open the purchase account. Purchase, because goods goes out from the business, so goods account, instead of goods we will write the purchase credit. Purchase will be posted in the credit side. Okay.